Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Did you guys miss us over the weekend? Because we missed you guys.
It was a good weekend. We definitely relaxed. You had your girls' day with the girls.
I did. I didn't do anything for me. I'm still rocking the orange hair. That's all right. I'll get to it at another time. But we painted nails, and I gave them facials, and I got their hair all done, and they're loving it. They're prancing around the property like, big shots now. Yep. It's really cute.
What was it called? You primed?
Permed.
Permed. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
permed.
You
Yeah.
permed their hair. I don't know. That solution stuff.
It smells like rotten eggs.
Man.
But it's what they wanted.
The second she busted that out, I was like, yep, nope, Abe, we're out of here. Let's go, bud.
Well, the girls have been asking me, like, they love having their hair curled, and they just hate, when I have to sit there with the heat items and stuff like that and do it for them, because they're kids, and the sitting down attention span, right?
From what I can tell, because I'm one of five, and there was 3 girls in the house, and they were always complaining about getting their hair done. So yeah, it's not, and especially with our girls complaining about it, I'm like, yep, that's just a girl thing. They want it done, but they're gonna complain about it.
Well, they asked me to do their hair like a perm, right? So that way they can have the curly style without having to go through the pain and misery of doing the curly style every day.
With the crimper or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's a straightening iron. But if you flick your wrist the right way, then it will curl.
See, I'm trying to be like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Nope, I have no idea what.
That's all right, baby. You get a pass. You get a pass.
I figured it was a crimp thing that did it, where it's like
the crimper is the one that's like the 90s style where it looks like zigzags and it's like sharp, pointy type of. No, that's not it.
No, okay.
No, that's not it.
I was born in the 90s. That's all I remember.
Yeah, totally different thing. But me and the girls had a very good time. I got their little manicures and pedicures, and I had them putting their feet soak in the bubbler thing and painted them all up and got their hair done. Julia's hair really takes to it. Like, her hair is curly and it curled right up, but she actually has naturally curly hair, so when I do a perm to her, it just more so defines her curls that are already there. Scarlett is one of those, poor thing. Her hair is really hard to keep a curl. I can curling iron it, I can straightening iron it.
Her hair is straighter than straight.
It is.
It's very fine.
Mm-hmm. And so her curls did not come nearly as defined as Julia's did, but that's okay. We're all very happy with it. She's loving it. She's like, mine aren't as tight as Julia's. I'm like, well, you got different hair.
It's the funniest thing, looking at the 2 girls, because it's honestly a perfect mixture of us both.
Yes.
Julia, her hair is very wavy, like how mine is.
Hers is straight curly, though.
Your hair is super dense.
Yeah,
and mine is super thin, so she got that waviness, but she got your denseness. Mm-hmm. And then Scarlett, she got your straightness on it, right?
Well, no, because my hair's more wavy. My hair's more naturally wavy. A lot of the times when you've seen my hair straight, that's because I either blowed it that way, or when I get out of the shower. If I was just to get out of the shower, babe, and just let my hair just dry. Yeah. Think about all the times we've gone camping and stuff. My hair's never straight. No. It's always poofy and it's always wavy. Think about when we were over.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's true. I just see you more with straight hair.
Yeah, that's normally, because I blow it that way. And
okay, well,
no.
Here I am being just trying to observe something. I guess I'm not observant enough for
13 years, and you don't know what kind of hair I have.
I say it's straight, all right?
It's not, but it's okay.
But either way, she has that very thin hair, and that's
it's fine. It's not thin. She has a lot of hair follicles on her head.
No, my hair's thin.
Yeah, each individual hair is fine.
Yes.
They don't call it thin.
Well, okay.
Call it fine.
I guess you don't want to be saying that you're thinning. Okay, I get it. I get it. My bad. All right, fine hair. All right, my hair's not thinning, but it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, you got thick hair. You are not thinning at all.
Well, no, but I'm saying it's fine. It's not as thick.
Yes, if you were to
think
pluck
of Patrick's hair.
Yeah, Patrick has super thick hair.
Oh my goodness, that kid's hair is super thick. And then like Abraham's, right? Abraham's hair is, I think it's like,
I think this is more like mine.
It's more like yours than mine, but he's got the blonde head.
Yeah, so it's naturally going to be more fine because it's blonde. But like, no, like if you plucked the one hair out of my head and you were to like put it up to a microscope, and you plucked one hair out of your head and you put it up to a microscope, the density in my hair is much more.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I say thin.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, talk about thinning.
We're splitting apples and oranges over here, yeah.
Splitting hairs or
Yeah,
atoms.
we're splitting hairs. Yeah.
I got some split hairs over here.
Yeah. So, and if you haven't noticed, Gary got his ears lowered too. I was like...
My ears?
That's what they call it. When you get your hair cut, they call you getting your ears lowered. That's what they say. That's what I'm told.
All right.
So.
I haven't. That's been a long time since I've heard that one. I'm all.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Gary got a haircut. Abe got a haircut. I was like, I don't know. It was all hands on. I was busy this weekend, just taking care of the boys, taking care of the girls, and I was having fun doing that. I got to get to myself and take care of myself here at some point, but it can wait. We've got some rainy days coming up.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I know we finally get rid of all the ice and all the snow and everything. We get one good, real sunny day, which is today, that the kids are all finally back in school after all of this ice and snow and sleet and everything. And yeah, and then it looks like tomorrow we're probably going to be getting rain. So Gary and I are going to be doing some stuff, so kind of just checking on things. We're going to put out a vlog for you guys. If I have my way, I'll get one edited and posted for you guys tomorrow. It'll have some of the weekend shenanigans, but also some of the prep work and like the double checking of things, the double checking and preparedness and stuff that we want to bring you guys along with. But as far as the build up there, we're still at nature's mercy.
Yep.
So.
Man, that last ice storm, man, that was insane.
It was crazy.
I couldn't believe it. And like the biggest thing is like I wanted to get up there and break it off, right? And try to like get it out in chunks, but I was worried with the fact that rubberized roof coating that we had on there, and if I'm breaking that, is that going to crack that and mess it up? So
yeah, or like chunk it off, like chunk pieces of that paint off, and then now we're exposing the wood underneath and
be sitting there crying and whining the
we
whole
don't
time
want that.
doing that. So I let it just dry out, and it dried out actually pretty quick. It still got a little bit of wet spots, but the weather the way that it is, it's sort of like, okay, let's make sure that everything else is good.
Now there is some stuff that Gary and I can go out there and do in the rain, and it depends on the type of rain. Are we talking like the big giant drops, or is it a misting? Is it just a little bit, because if it's just a little bit, then I mean, you guys have seen it before on our videos. We don't mind working in the rain.
Nope.
But if we're talking swimming pools and big giant, and we got electricity running and stuff, that's just not the smartest thing to do.
That's the last thing I want to deal with is electricity. And I mean, like, now we're electricity-wise, I mean, even still on the generator and everything else, it's all hooked up to a GFCI. So the chances of shocking yourself are pretty slim. But it's still one of those things, it's like,
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yes, there is a chance. And, I mean, we'll be able to get a lot of it going. And I'm just hoping that the weather isn't as bad as it's saying, and it will hit us later in the day and not earlier. And I'm sort of getting tired of looking at the weather, to be quite honest, because it's disheartening. Well,
all we can do is what we can do.
No, exactly.
And there's plenty of other things that we can also do without doing stuff up there. We've got other things that we can do, whether it just be yard things, like if we have to put the cabin build to the side for a little bit because we don't want to be up there doing it, and we got to work on some of these other things that we have, well then that's what we're going to do. We're just going to have to, adjust, refocus, and
we're getting back up there.
Yeah. Well, of course, especially today.
We got some stuff that we got to do as well, so it's like I'm trying to cross all the T's, go around and be like done. All right. So it's it's interesting. Like I said, when you were having your girls' day and whatnot, I went out and had a good quad ride with Abe.
I know. I heard you guys going broom broom, and Abe came in and he's all, "Mom, Dad took me all the way over there." I was all, "Oh yeah, bud?" He started telling me and everything.
Oh, he was excited. He was worn out after that.
I know, he napped right here on the couch.
Yeah, we passed out together. We were like, all right, let's watch a movie together. And
I know. While I was primping with the girls and stuff, Gary and Abe, they went ahead and they started watching like the Star Wars and stuff. Was it The Mandalorian or?
No, it was Solo.
Solo. There you go. I just heard the music. Da 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 da
No,
da da da.
I don't think he's ever seen that one, so I was like, "You want to see this one?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And probably like 15 minutes into it, he passed out.
Yeah, that's okay. He was tired. You guys had a big day.
He was out, man. Yeah. It was good. And woke up, had a good day, or rest of the day. It was a good nap.
Yeah.
It was nice.
And while I was doing Julia is on a Full House kick right now. That's all she wants to watch. That's all her and Scarlett both. That's like all they want to watch right now. And I don't mind. I think Full House is a good show. I think that it's got good like morals and stuff in it, and they learn lessons at the end, you know. Yeah. But now the girls they're into season 2. And Julia's big thing is Uncle Jesse and Have Mercy. So she's like, have mercy, she's been saying. I'm like, oh girl, you are so 90s.
It's funny.
I don't know, all this. It's funny, like, how everything that comes back around again, right? And I remember my mom telling me that when I was a kid growing up in the 90s. And, you know, the big, huge flare bell-bottom pants and stuff, they were very in style. And,
man.
Sunflower dresses and stuff. I used to have all that. My mom was like, we were rocking those in the 70s. And I'm like, well, you know, it came back around. And then, you know, you had the 90s where you were rocking a lot of the 70s styles and stuff. And now here we are in the 2020s, and the 90s styles, which was a throwback to the 70s styles, is all coming back, mixed in with a little splash of 80s here and there. I think the kids now are just like, yeah.
Jinkos were totally, I feel like, the 90s.
That was totally 90s, yeah.
But I'm waiting for those things to come back. That's going to be funny if it ever does.
If your pants can cover your whole shoe, then you were cool. I can't wait for that 90s girl hair perm to come back. You know, the one where you sat in the mirror and you puffed your bangs out, so you had this big old poof ball in the front right here, and your hair was like this big. I said, you just wait till that comes back in style, baby. You just wait. He goes...
Hey man, I don't care. You know, I really don't care. But
the girls were asking you this weekend to grow out the back of your hair so that they want Gary to grow a rat tail in the back. The girls are like, please, Dad, please. Gary's like, no.
No. I went through all the phases of growing out my hair, I feel like. It's
just about, yeah.
I'd rather it be just short, to be quite honest, because...
I've known you with no hair. I've known you as Fabio. I've known you with the pulled back pony. You've had like that, not really necessarily a bowl haircut, but kind of. You also had like the emo thing going on. I've seen you in a lot of different styles.
Well, emo thing, that wasn't the way I was trying to get it to go. I just grew my hair.
It was almost like the Justin Bieber.
Oh, I know, but you always get into that funky stage when you're a boy and you're growing out your hair, right? And it always ends up that way, and you end up having to grow it to a point where it's like, all right, cut it all the same length, please, so I can get out of this stage. And
hey, I've been there. I shaved my head completely bald once when I was getting rid of my mohawk back in those earlier high school days and stuff like that. Anyway, I had like the mushroom head for a little while, because you know that stage, the stage when you have no hair and you're growing it out. You just shaved your head or something, and you're trying to grow it out longer, and it's all the same length because it all grows at the same time. So the hair on top of your head is only like this big, but the hair down here is like that big, and then it ends up looking like this weird mushroom thing. Yeah, I wore a lot of hats.
I don't think I've ever shaved my head bald.
You have. I got pictures of you did it inside the apartment that we had after we had Julia, but it wasn't like a bic like shaving your legs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever bic shaved it clean, like ever.
Well, I guess in that case I never have either, but I did a number 2 all the way around, and you've done a number 2 all the way around.
Yeah, I've done a number 2 all the time. That's like the easiest way to, I'm done. It's the personal. It's there you go. It's, but I don't know. That's normal. I mean, that's how I used to do it when I was a teenager.
Yep.
I was like, screw it. Shave it off.
It's easier, right?
No,
I understand. I feel you. Anyways, we've been sitting here talking about hair and just BSing this whole time. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. We are in a very good mood, if you guys can't tell. We do have a lot of stuff that we want to get working on. Weather is going to be throwing wrenches at us, and so we'll be ducking and dodging and getting as much done as possible. I do have some footage from this weekend that I'm gonna finish on up and slap together and create a nice vlog for you guys, so hopefully I can have that out maybe mañana.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to try for. We'll see. And hopefully the weather's going to play nice and we can keep making moves on the cabin upstairs. We're hoping that...
I'm hoping.
I mean, like, if we had a really good week, we could probably be ready to get those trusses out here. And we have been talking with our friends and shooting for their availabilities and stuff, and it looks like it's going to work out, so that's great. By the end of
this Friday, or by the end of this week, we're going to be ordering those trusses.
Well, and that just depends, too, on, like, how much dumped on we are.
No, I know, but that's where it's...
That's what we want.
Well, we want to be able to order them so that way it's coming.
Yes.
Because they say it's a 2-week turnaround. It might only be 8 days, you know, but 2 weeks is 14 days. So in all reality, if we get it ordered, that gives us 14 days. We better have everything squared away by the time they come off the truck. And then we're going to have 2-3 days of setting up and prep work to get them up there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
where I'm saying. So I'm like, all reality, we should order them, you know, on Friday.
Yeah.
I don't want to order them right now because we're going to have 4 days of rain the next little bit, you know.
Yep.
So in all reality, we don't have much left to do.
No.
Before we get those roof trusses on, and I'd rather get it dried in as soon as possible and make it easier to work in.
No, I'm with you, babe. Whatever your game plan is, you know, I just follow the leader. So whatever you say that needs to happen, I mean, you're the boss, so.
Well, I mean, all reality, what do we have left? We got to put in the doorways and the window ways, and then put in the double top plate and slap the trusses on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
so
we're going to put some sheaths on the corners, just so that way the corners are squared off, and get everything braced off and anchored in and where it needs to be and how it needs to be, so that way we can set the trusses up there and we can walk around up there and not have to worry about it come tumbling down on us. That, you know, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a couple of things that we need to do, but in all reality wise, it shouldn't take us that long. The big majority of it is done.
Yeah.
The framing is up there.
Yeah.
You know,
and that was a big hurdle, but we definitely jumped on over that one.
No, now it's just grabbing a ladder and working on one spot, move that ladder over to that spot, move that ladder to that spot, you know, and just work a little as we go.
Yep.
And honestly, it's very nice that I can sit there and shout out numbers to you and have you cut them, throw them up to me, and I nail them in. Like,
I'm your gal.
That's how it would be on a crew, or like work-wise, you know, one person sitting there cutting, and you know, it might end up coming to a point where with those windows and doors, I might end up having you throw me the numbers and I cut you up, or I cut them and throw them to you. I don't know.
However you want to do it, babe.
Well, I just want you to have all hands on it and had an aspect to it all. You know, the blocks were a little bit more of a challenge and a little bit more of a headache, and I didn't really want you to have to deal with that at all, with trying to level it out, and I was pretty precise about that.
No, you?
So, yeah, but, yeah, no, it's, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, I have a game plan, and literally, it's not going to take us that long.
Tomorrow by noon, friends, tomorrow by noon.
It really isn't going to take long. We need to get off this thing and get going to work.
Yeah, we should be back with another episode of Real Talk to keep you guys updated tomorrow morning, afternoon, sometime. So notifications turned on. But until then, guys, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.